Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for tuning in. It's time for some Thursday Night Racing Hutchinson Motorsports TV right here for the CyHawk 150 for the Stars and Stripes Next Gen Series. Should be a good one here tonight. Over 30 cars signed in here for some short track racing. We got about 6 minutes left of practice right now. Top of the board for practice. Tom Ogle, the gambling man, in the number 11 machine. 23.66 quick time. Top of the board. Lots of fast cars out here tonight, folks. Just about a tenth of a second separates half this field. Going to be a lot of battling here tonight. But, folks, we're going to get the Hutchinson Motorsports tunes back playing because I tell you what, this stuff is the best in the business. World's #1 streaming service, Hutchinson Motorsports TV. We're coming up next here, folks. Stay tuned. Folks, with just a few minutes left of practice, we're going to pull in one of our drivers here for a quick pre-race interview. Let's see who we got out here. You know what? He's top of the board. Why would we not pull in quick time Tom Ogle? Let's get him down here. See what old Tom thinks of this Iowa CyHawk 150 here tonight. Tom, Blake up in the booth. You got me?
I got you.
Hey, how's that car feeling? Looks like you're top of the Actually, you just got passed there by Robinson, but a pretty good time here for you in practice.
Yeah, it's really loose. I ran about 40 laps, and it gets the back tires really hot, so it's going to be loose, and it's going to be a matter of survival tonight, I think.
It definitely seems like everybody's right there with one another. About a tenth of a second separates half this field here tonight.
Yeah, it's always tough here. There's probably 15 or 20 guys that could win this race. So I just hope get a pretty good starting spot, not wreck in qualifying, because it's hard on before the tires come up to air pressure, the bumps on the bottom 1 and 2 about spin the car out. So you just got to get a lap in and start, and then run some laps and start clicking guys off. It's going to be a wild one, though, I think.
It definitely seems that way. Now, Tom, what do you think it is about these Iowa guys? They seem to love this racetrack.
They eat a lot of corn, and they're heavier, so their car has more grip.
Well, I guess there's not a lot to look forward to when you're in Iowa, so you got to make this
right. I mean,
this
what
race
else you
here.
got going on?
Yeah.
You got, like, the Lynches have, like, 15 brothers, and so, I mean, there's not much else to do, it seems, besides run iRacing out there.
Yeah, you know, it seems like the Lynch family is half of Iowa's population.
You're underestimating him, I think. I think there's 60 people in Iowa, and 45 of them are Lynches.
Yeah, well, hey, there might be a good shot that a Lynch can win this race.
I mean, they got the numbers, that's for sure.
Yeah, well, all right, Tom. Looks like we're wrapping up practice. I'll let you head up there and prepare for qualifying. Good luck here tonight, bud.
All right, hey, good luck to you tonight.
Yes, sir. Tom Ogle, the number 11. He was top of the board, but not for long because a 30 machine of Josh Robinson takes over the spot last minute. That number 30 machine, Micro Center number 30 car, last season's champion, Josh Robinson, as he loops it. And so does the 42. They're all junking it. But should be a good one here tonight. You heard from Tom himself. He says these guys, this setup gets real loose. Going to be real important here to save some tires. But we got a bunch of guys out here that have a shot to win this race. And last second, looks like Mr. Josh Gratton put down a scorcher, 23.63. That's good enough for second here for practice. I tell you what, Josh Gratton, he is definitely our most improved driver from last year because he has been flying this entire season. Can Josh keep it up? But the checkered flag in the air. Practice is over. We're jumping straight in the qualifying action here for the Stars and Stripes CyHawk 150 right here on the world's #1 streaming service, Hutchinson Motorsports TV. Folks, while we got a minute, be sure click the like button on the video, subscribe to the page, world's #1 streaming service right here, Hutchinson Motorsports TV, the world's #1 streaming service because, folks, we've got the largest library of racing in the business. Period, bar none. 100% fact. Don't even look it up, folks. You don't need to because I told you about it. But let's see who the first cars to hit the speedway are tonight here. Kyle Bolin out there in the number 44 machine. Rocking the Pepsi sponsor this season. See if Bolin can figure it out. I tell you what, Bolin, he's kind of dropped off a little bit this season, it appears. Last season, he had some serious speed every week. He's going to try and figure it out here in Iowa for the CyHawk 150 as he takes the green flag. Also out on the speedway, Dylan Grimm. Every week he's battling for race wins. Dylan Grimm, bad fast. Andrew Medlin out there in the number 12 machine. Then we got the GOAT, Scott Rickard in the 05. Boy, I tell you what, it has been a long stint since that 05 as Scott Rickard has parked it in victory lane. He is long overdue. Josh Gratton out there in the number 8 machine, the Hillsboro, Missourian. He has been flying this season. See if he can keep it up. Then we got Zach Kreitz as well. Josh Whitaker out there as well as a handful of others. First lap around, Bowling, he got one lap in, then he junked it. So he's going to have to settle for the 24.02. Josh Gratton, top of the board, 24.01. Not sure that's going to be good enough. Dylan Grimm out there, he's going to put down a scorcher. Meanwhile, Ross Tatum with a 23.73. Rickard, 23.90. Dylan Grimm, he's taking the green flag this time around here. So we got a handful of guys out here on the track. We're going to see how this plays out. Grimm's going to be battling for a pole, although he did not look very good in practice here. Andrew Medlin out of nowhere, 23.73, top of the board for the 12 machine. Grimm going to cross the line his first lap. Boy, I tell you what, Grimm might be a mid-packer here tonight. Did not look good in practice. See if he can figure something out. How about William Duff, the 4th out here in the number 17 machine? The Mooresville, North Carolinian, trying to put down a scorcher. Medlin still top of the board for now. Doug Pierce out here. U.S. Coast Guard number 39. Meanwhile, Dylan Hoffman, top of the board, 23.73. Good enough for the pole position for now, but there's still a bunch of fast race cars to go. One of which entering the speedway now. We just spoke to him, Tom Ogle. He was your 3rd fastest in practice. We got one of the Lynches out here. It's Ryan Lynch. You heard from Tom. The Lynch brothers make up most of Iowa's population. I tell you what, there's too many of these kids to count. These Lynches, they're just everywhere. Nate Lynch puts down a good lap, sitting in the 7th position. Andrew Hess out there puts himself into 4th. Let's see who else we got out on the speedway. We're going to see what kind of lap time Ogle puts down. We know he had some serious practice speed. Let's see if he can carry it out here in the qualifying. Ogle's first lap, an absolute stinker. All that buildup for a 24.11. That puts him back in 16th. Tell you what, this 11 car might be junk here tonight. The White Claw, Bowling Green University, number 11 machine. Entering turns 3 and 4 for the final time. Out of the corner, using every inch of the track, and he just hit the wall, folks. Tom Ogle, 24.06, 14th. Not too hot for the number 11 machine. Keep your eye on this man right here. Last season's champion, Josh Robinson. I believe he was your quick time in practice. See what the 30 machine has for us. Robinson, I believe he's entering his first lap here. Oh, there's first lap, 24.12. That's good enough for 20th. Hopefully he picks up some serious speed his final time around the speedway. And he loses it out of turn 3. Last season's champion. Oh, and he just rolled it, folks. Ladies and gentlemen, that car is junk. The number 30 of Robinson has to go to a backup car. He's going to be starting in the back. Boy, what a letdown. How about Dylan Hoffman, though? Top of the board, 23.73. Second place out of nowhere, Andrew Medlin. Third's going to Ross Tatum. Fourth, Andrew Hess. And fifth, Will Bustler. Your top 5 here for the Iowa CyHawk 150. So that's going to conclude qualifying here. Lineup is set. So we're going to get some Hutchinson Motorsports tunes before playing here before our grid. We got a little bit of time. Be sure to click the like button on the video. Subscribe to the page, Hutchinson Motorsports, world's #1 streaming service. Thursday Night Racing coming up next. We're feeling a little festive here, folks. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for your starting lineup here at Iowa Speedway. The CyHawk 150 on the front row on the inside. Taking off for the pole position, the number 15, Dylan Hoffman. 2 is outside, the number 12, Andrew Medlin. Row number 2 on the inside, going to be the number 21, Ross Tatum. 2 is outside. In the 54, it's Andrew Hess. Row number 3 on the inside in the 1 machine, Will Bustler. 2 is outside, the 9, Zach Kreitz. Row number 4 on the inside, and the number 23, Dylan Grimm. 2 is outside, the 46, Jason Gradden. Row number 5 on the inside, and the number 25, Nate Lynch. To the outside, it's the GOAT, the 05, Scott Rickard. Starting in the 11th position in the number 8 machine, it's Josh Gratton. 2 is outside in the 08, Alex Buffoli. Starting in the 13th position in the 44 machine, Kyle Bolin. 2 is outside the 28, Josh Whitaker. Starting 15th in the 94, Joshua Altus. In the 11, Tom Ogle. Row number 9 on the inside. In the 17, William Duff, the 4th to the outside. The 39, Doug Pierce. And in row 10, going to be the 24, Brian Lynch. And the 30, Josh Robinson. The rest of the field, folks, you're going to have to look yourself because they're in the back and they're looking like junk so far. They got some work to do. Looks like we got some paint issues for the 21 of Tatum. He's got a blank white car. Looks like junk here tonight in Iowa. Look at this car, folks. Must have been out of decals in the number 21 team. But the field is set. We're going to be dropping the green this time around here. 150 laps around the speedway here at Iowa. The CyHawk 150 going to be a good one tonight. Short track racing. These guys probably going to junk each other. Should be entertaining. But Thursday night racing, Hutchinson Motorsports TV in front of a sold-out crowd. Pace car is not headed in. Looks like we're going to have another out lap here. As the field bunch is back up here together. Let's see if we can get the paint situation figured out. Everybody else's paints work except the 21 of Ross Tatum. They're probably all going to go away here shortly. But we'll see if they come back. But, folks, be sure to put in the chat who you think's going to win this thing. Is it going to be somebody from the front row, or is somebody going to make the hard charge from the back? And also let us know who's going to win the coveted battle, the Hutchinson Motorsports battle for dead last. I'll tell you the favorite to win it. This man right here. Every week he's battling for it. It's Mark Schrader in a 10. He's running the Red Bull paint scheme this season. Come on, Mark. Get him, bud. But the field is set here. I think we're going to be going green this time around. And, yeah, it looks like Ross Tatum's paint is not going to be coming in, but the pace car is in. Field is set. Hoffman on the inside. Medlin on the outside. Green flag in the air at Iowa. A good jump there by the 12 on the outside. Medlin, see if he's got something up his sleeve here for Iowa. Looks like the 15 of Hoffman going to take over the race lead quite easily. Meanwhile, the battle for second, it's the 21 of Tatum and the 12 of Medlin. Let's drop back a little bit, see what's going on through the field. Tom Ogle starting all the way back there right now, running in the 14th position. It's a hornet's nest of cars in front of him. Let's hop on board, see what he's seeing out his front windshield with these guys. Duking it out here. The Wooster Ohioan currently in the 14th spot. Not much brewing right there. Let's see what's going on in the back. Let's check out this battle for last, folks. We got Matt Allen back there in the 53. The New Yorker Matt Allen winning the battle for last. Let's hop on board. See how he's doing it. Winning the Hutchinson Motorsports battle for dead last. This 53 machine, it is hooked up here. Caution is out. Somebody just junked it. Oh, and he just got ARCA braked. Matt Allen. Oh, my gosh. What is he doing? Oh, jeez. The 53. I'd call it an ARCA brake, but I don't think he even touched the brake here. Let's see what happened. Oh, my. That was brutal. And we saw it live on Hutchinson Motorsports TV, by the way. But here's the chopper cam. So the caution's already out. You know what? Let's stop this. Hang on. Let's go to the blimp. We know the caution's basically already out right now. And there's the 53. Just goes straight in there. Bulldozes the 10 of Schrader. Gets into the Dr. Pepper car. I believe that's Chad White. So that's unfortunate there. The 53 doesn't know which one's a brake pedal apparently. But let's see what happened in that wreck though. Meanwhile. Hang on here, folks. We're having some issues. Looks like Andrew Hess jumped it. Hang on here, folks. Okay, there we go. Here it is. So Kyle Bolin in the 44 involved. Car just off pace there. Looks like he comes up in front of Buffoli and just junks it. I don't know what's going on there. That car was way off pace. That is the 25 and Nate Lynch. Must have had an issue on the start. Let's see what happened. One second. My software is not cooperating with me. Let's get a better view. Oh, he almost lost it. So going to the corner here. Lynch in the 25 gets sideways. Has to lift to save it. Loses some serious speed. So he's way off pace. Lynch comes up the track. The 44 of Bowling goes in front of the 8 of Buffoli. Junks it. Looks like he collects Whitaker as well. So a handful of cars. They're done. Then we got Matt Allen out here running people over under caution. The 53. Give him some TV time here. The Dolgeville New Yorker Matt Allen. ARCA breaking Matt. Just running him over. Incredible. But meanwhile, out front, Dylan Hoffman, your race leader in the 15. And folks, I have confirmed the issue with Ross Tatum's paint. It is not on my end. 100% not on my end. This junk car, that's what they brought to the racetrack, folks. No number, no paint scheme. You're just going to have to remember that blank white car, it's Ross Tatum. So checking out the Hutchinson Motorsports TV chat. We appreciate you tuning in. Be sure, once again, click the like button on the video. Subscribe to the page, Hutchinson Motorsports TV, world's #1 streaming service. They've already junked it once. We're on lap number 7 out of 150. Let's see if we can get going here shortly. And the pace car is headed in. The field is set. It's going to be Hoffman on the inside, Medlin on the outside in the Geico restart zone. Green flag back in the air. The Asheboro, North Carolinian, Dylan Hoffman looking good so far. Nothing changing. He's going to maintain your race lead. But, folks, let's drop back as they're 3 wide duking it out here. This is a battle for 20th. Well, I tell you what, these guys looking to junk one another here at Iowa. Let's hop on board here with the number 42 of Mark Fish. Fish easy on the throttle. He doesn't know where to go. There's cars everywhere. The New Jersey native, Mark Fish. Not much going on there. Meanwhile, Tom Ogle all the way back here running in the 11th position right now. Looks like he's going up top, trying to find a hole to get around these guys. Looking to bring them back 3 wide off the corner here. Tom Ogle with a run down the front stretch. Meanwhile, Zach Kreitz in the 9, sitting in the 5th position, trying to hold off Grattan in the 46. Here comes Grattan to the inside, trying to take over the 5th spot. Let's hop on board with the 46 machine of Jason Grattan. Into turn 1, door to door with the 9 of Kreitz. Meanwhile, Hoffman looking to leave the field. He's about a second ahead of second. Dropping back, see what other battles we got. Looks like everybody being pretty calm right now. Looks like Chad White still down pit road. He had some serious damage after that caution. Whitaker, same thing. So both those cars down pit road. They've got a long race left ahead for them. So meanwhile, Ross Tatum in the blank white number 21 machine, sitting in the 2nd spot. Look at that ugly car. No sponsors out there, folks. If you know a business owner wanting to sponsor a race car, hit up Ross Tatum. Maybe he can earn enough to put a sticker decal on the car. As we drop back a little bit, let's see who your hard charger here through the field is, folks. It looks like it's the 42, Mark Fish. He's gained 11 positions since the start of this race. Started all the way back in 28th, currently running in the 17th spot. Let's see if the New Jersey native Mark Fish can keep it rolling. Door to door through most of the field. These guys racing hard but clean. Just as we head into lap 15, we are just 10% of the way done with this one, folks. So your race leader, Dylan Hoffman, out front on cruise control right now. Lead a little bit under a second. Let's hop on board with the 15. The Top Golf number 15 machine, Dylan Hoffman. Well, I call it Top Golf. It's not Top Golf. Golf, Top Golf, same thing, right, Dylan? I'm sure you'll like that. But all I know is that 15 machine is flying out front. You know, I've golfed a few times in my life. Once you add in all the mulligans, I'm not too bad of a golfer. Not going to lie, you give me enough mulligans, I can golf with the best of them. Might have a few shanks. Give me a bag full of golf balls. That way when I shank one, I don't have to dig around for it. I can just throw it out there. Do a little redo shot and send it. That's how golf's supposed to work, right? Mulligans are official things in the is it the PGA Tour? Is that what it is? Dylan will have to teach us all about golf. As much as of a professional as I am at it. So meanwhile, Nate Lynch running the 7th position in the Bitcoin number 25 machine. Let's hop on board with Mr. Nate Lynch. See how he's wheeling that thing. Currently running the 7th spot. Well, there's that. Looks like we had some connection issues there with the 25 and Lynch. The GOAT's got Rickard all the way back to the 12th spot. Well, I was hoping the GOAT could end that long, dry spell of winning. But it's going to be a long, tall task here tonight for him as he's currently running 12th. The 05 might be junk. Tom Ogle all the way up to the 6th position after starting 16th. That's 10 position gains since the start of this race. The Wooster Ohioan, we talked to him before the race. He was pretty confident on his car. Said it's all about the long run here. Starting to get in a groove here as he's working on the 9 machine of Zach Wrights. Going back to the field here, Mark Schrader in the bad fast number 10 Red Bull machine got ran over under caution, but he seems to be wheeling that thing pretty good. We got ARCA breaking Matt Allen out here, the Dodgeville New Yorker in the 53 machine. He has worked himself up to 18th. Let's hop on board and see what Mr. Matt Allen is feeling on this raceway. And he stuffs it into the wall, but that's all right. Matt Allen's still cruising right now. Trying to reel these boys in, looking to get to the top 15. Josh Robinson, last season's champion, he's struggling after a junker of a qualifying lap. Currently, he's running 15th. Make it 16th as Altus gets around him on the inside. Boy, last season's points champion not looking good here in the CyHawk 150. That 30 machine is junk here tonight. Meanwhile, Will Bustler up front in the number 1 machine, looking bad fast like usual. Top 5 runs so far for Mr. Bustler out of Virginia. Trying to reel in that 12 machine of Medlin. Let's hop on board with this one car. Will Bustler. You see the top 3 right in front of him. That's Medlin, Tatum, and Hoffman. Kreitz currently running in the 5th spot. That number 9 machine holding on to that 5th spot, keeping Ogle behind him in the 6th position. In the 7th position, we got the number 23, Dylan Grimm. He's quick every week, always racing for wins. Nate Lynch got a little loose off the corner there as he continues to run 9th here tonight. Josh Gratton in 8th. Then we got Alex Buffoli in 10th. The bright pink 08 machine of Buffoli. Trying to hold off the 54 of Hess. Here comes Hess looking to make a move to put himself into the top 10. Let's hop on board with the 54 machine of Andrew Hess. What's Hess feeling? What's the new Lenox, Illinois going to do? Is he going to throw a dirty slide job? Or is he just going to dump him? Let's find out here. The 08 of Buffoli almost gets into the 54 of Hess. Hess able to keep it out of him. But he's going to take the spot over, put himself into the top 10. And right behind him, the GOAT, Scott Rickard, working himself back up through the field. Meanwhile, Ryan Lynch back here. They're 3 wide battling for last. That's what we like to see, folks. 3 wides battle for last. Let's hop on board. The Mooresville, North Carolina, and the USAA 31 machine. What's he got up his sleeve? Mark Fish currently holding the spot in dead last there. That Hey Dudes 42 car. He was your hard charger briefly, but not anymore, folks. Because Mark Fish has reported to the back. Currently duking it out with the 77 of Larry Griffin III. Slide job for last. Mark Fish says, I'm not taking last home, bud. You are. Slide job. 42 up to the 24th position. Now the 42 going to work on the 53. The ARCA breaking 53 machine of Matt Allen. Let's hop on board with Mr. Fish. To the inside. Fish is not waiting around. That car sliding and he loops it out of the corner. Mark Fish just junked it. Well, And let's see if he gets it rolling here. If we're going to get a caution. Green flag staying out. Mark Fish reporting to last. But we got a battle for the race lead for the time being. Door to door, Hoffman holding off Tatum in the 21. The Asheboro, North Carolinian, Dylan Hoffman, trying to maintain that race lead as Ross Tatum right to the back bumper. Long way to go in this one, but these guys, they don't want to wait. It is go time. Once again, folks, no cautions here. Or I'm sorry, no stage breaks here in the Stars and Stripes Racing League. All green flag action. So not sure when the first pit window is going to happen. Should be coming up here in the next 20 laps or so, I would imagine. But we're going to find out shortly. So, folks, I'll tell you what, let's take a short break. Don't you worry, you aren't going to miss a lap at home. We're going to stay tuned right here to the action live. We're going to get the Hutchinson Motorsports music playing in the background, and I'll be back shortly. Appreciate you tuning in. Be sure to click the like button on the video. Subscribe to the page, Hutchinson Motorsports TV. We'll be back shortly. Caution is out anyways, folks. Let's see what happened real quick. Kyle Bowling just... Oh, hang on. No, he didn't. Sorry about that. That's old. Mark Fish says he crashed it. Now, this is when he junked it earlier. I don't know what this caution's for. All I know is we got a caution. But Hoffman, your race leader. Tatum in second. Ogle in third. So, folks, we're going to get the tunes playing. We'll be back shortly. Appreciate you tuning in. Once again, be back here in a minute. Dylan Hoffman's a sitting duck the entire field coming down pit road after he stays out. That is not what you want to see when you're in the 15 car. As the field bunches up, I am not sure about that decision there by the 15 team of Dylan Hoffman. He's going to be a sitting duck out there. The entire field has fresh tires except him. Folks, you're about to see that 15 car drop all the way to the back. He better hope for an early caution. If not, he is going to be in trouble. But to feel the set here, you're about to see the pace car head in, get out of the way, because the front row, it's going to be Hoffman on the inside, Tatum on the outside, here in the CyHawk 150, Iowa Speedway, Hutchinson Motorsports TV. In front of a sold-out crowd, I tell you what, these fans haven't sat down the entire night. It's not going to change, folks. The pace car is in. The fans, they're on their feet, off their seats. Green flag back in the air at Iowa. And a big jump there by the 15. A terrible start by Tatum. They are 3 wide now. Boy, Tatum dropped back quite a bit there on that start. So Hoffman gets out to a good jump, but he's going to need it. Because once these guys get their tires warm, he is going to be a sitting duck as Medlin takes over the second spot. Entering lap 38 here. They're duking it out through the field. Looking through the field, your hard charger. Currently, it's Matt Allen in the 53, but that's probably due to a pitch strategy, so we'll see how that plays out. Tom Ogles gained 9 spots in the 7th position. The 23 of Grimm running the top here, trying out a different line. Grimm has worked himself up to 7th. I tell you what, earlier I said Grimm's looking like a mid-packer tonight, but he's slowly figuring it out here at Iowa. The 23 is headed towards the front. Out front, we got a battle for the race lead already as Hoffman unable to hold these guys out. Caution is out. Hoffman needed that. Medlin was about to take over that race lead. Let's see what happened. Nate Lynch jumped it here in that 25. So here's the 25 of Nate Lynch. He junks it. Let's see what happens. Oh, the 54 of Hess just stuffs it in the fence. That's going to collect the 30, the 3. Looks like everybody else made it through. So, folks, not a clean race here tonight. These guys are junking it. Lynch cannot be happy about that. That's unfortunate. Hess just lost it coming off the corner. Now, if you're Hoffman, you have to pit this time, right? But we're going to get the tunes playing. We'll be back shortly. Hutchinson Motorsports TV, CyHawk 150. They're junking it here tonight. As the field starts to bunch up here, folks. Hoffman's still your race leader, but we're looking in the back, seeing who junked it. Nate Lynch currently back there trying to fix that car, and he almost junks him under caution. Has to stuff it into the wall. Boy, a rough race for Nate Lynch. Let's take a look at that car. And Nate Lynch in the 25, that car is junked. Here tonight, CyHawk 150 here, lap number 42, Hutchinson Motorsports TV, world's #1 streaming service. Green flag coming up next. So Hoffman did elect to stay out there on those old tires. Very interesting call here. Not sure how this is going to play out. He's going to have to pit here in the next 20 to 30 laps, I would imagine. So if he gets a long green run, he could really hurt himself. But we're going to see how it plays out because definitely had a good start there on those old tires. See if he can keep it going. But your front row, it's going to be Hoffman on the inside, Medlin on the outside. Lap number 44 going to be underway here once we drop the green in front of this sold-out crowd here in Iowa. But the field is set. Pace car heading in, getting out of the way. We're going to be going green once again. Who's going to junk it next? Here they come into the Geico restart zone. Green flag in the air. Another good jump there by Hoffman. He's going to take back the race lead. Meanwhile, Medlin going to hold on to the second spot. Here comes Tatum in the white car there on the inside. He's flying. Ross Tatum with a big jump, taking back the second position. Here's Ross Tatum in the plain white car. What a beautiful machine. Look at that car, folks. If only he could afford some sponsors. Just can't do it, though. But let's drop back, see what's going on. Who's junking each other? Nobody yet. Nate Lynch currently back here. Then we got Scott Rickard, the GOAT, in the 9th position. Going to work on Buffoli. DJ Weeks, he's the last car on the lead lap. Folks, that means he's got the Hutchinson Motorsports battle for dead last. Even though it's not dead last. That's what we call it, though, folks. If you're a lap down or have damage, you don't got the last spot. It's all about the guy who's on the lead lap running last. Mr. Weeks going to work on the 42 here. See if he can get around Mr. Mark Fish. Fastest lap of the session just turned by your new race leader, Ross Tatum. Door-to-door battle for the race lead. Hoffman unable to hold him off with those old junk tires. Ross Tatum taking over the top spot. Let's see how quick Hoffman starts to fall as this green flag run continues. Pulling up the Hutchinson Motorsports pit strategy board. Look at those old junk tires. Hoffman out there on 47-lap old tires. Everybody else, 14-lap old tires. So he's got an extra 33 laps on his tires. That is not a winning combination here at Iowa. But I'm sure he'll figure it out. Hoffman, he's definitely got some serious speed. He was leading this race before the pit cycle started. We'll see if he gets himself back up there after making a bad strategy call. As we look through the field, Matt Allen currently all the way up to 14th. Well, he's had an interesting race here tonight. One of the fan favorites here, Matt Allen, out here in the 53. Don't stop your car in front of him because he don't brake. He might just smoke you. Here comes Allen in the 53. Let's hop on board in that number 53 machine of Matt Allen. Going to work on the number 24 Hooters car. That is Brian Lynch. Rumor has it another 3 Hooters restaurants just shut down so they could sponsor the 24 Brian Lynch. Talk about selfish. Look at this 24 Brian Lynch. He does not care. They just had to lay off nearly 40 workers, close 3 restaurants, people's lives and well-being at risk. But Brian Lynch don't care. He says, folks, we're in Iowa and we're going racing. I need a sponsorship. Brian Lynch currently running 13th. Dylan Grimm all the way up to the 3rd spot here as he's going to work on Andrew Medlin in a battle for 2nd. Side by side, Grimm in the 23 looking to take the spot. Here he comes. New 2nd place car. It's going to be the 23, Dylan Grimm. Meanwhile, Hoffman has dropped back to the 5th spot, about to fall back to 6th. Slowly but surely, they're going to be getting around them with them old tires on that 15 machine. Which is unfortunate. Hoffman, he was the fastest car out there, bar none. Now a bad strategy is going to hurt his chances here tonight. Oh, and he gets turned! The 08 of a Foley just junked in. Through the infield, it's staying green. Oh my, Hoffman not happy as he gets clipped by the 08 of a Foley. You know, the unfortunate thing there, Buffoli, it's tough to judge those corners because you're not remembering, you know, when you're racing in the 08, you don't remember that he's got old tires. So he just comes out of the corner a little bit hotter than anticipated and just turned him, quarter paneled him, and the 15 of Hoffman's race might be about done for, folks. If his chances were hurt before, now they're basically done. But meanwhile, I'll tell you whose chances aren't hurt. It's the 21 of Ross Tatum and the plain white, beautiful number 21 machine out of Stewart. I believe it's Iowa. I don't know. Ross, on your hometown, put a state, bud, because we don't know where Stewart is. It's probably in Iowa, but who knows? And I'll tell you what, if it is Iowa, no wonder he's so fast here. Because as we heard from Tom Ogle, there's not too much to do here around Iowa except look at corn and go racing. And Ross Tatum, he's figured out this speedway here for the CyHawk 150. Top 4 cars all bunched up here, all duking it out for the race lead. Let's hop on board with the 4th place car of Ogle. See what he's singing out his front windshield. Right in front of him, it's the 12 car of Andrew Medlin. Then we got the 23 of Grimm and your race leader, the 21 of Ross Tatum. Then we got Josh Gratton running in the 5th spot there, trying to hold off the 1 car of Bustler. Scott Rickard, the GOAT, right there with him as well. Boy, that's unfortunate for the 15 of Hoffman. He was the car to beat here tonight. Goes from King to Jester, the 15 of Hoffman to the back. But Ross Tatum feeling good about his chances here. 0.2 of a second lead, trying to hold off that 23 of Dylan Grimm. Hopping on board with this 23 machine. Dylan Grimm has some serious speed. Looks to be a bit faster than that 21 car. Unable to find his way around him, though. Heading into lap 60 this time around. Mark Schrader just went off the track. Let's see what happened. The Red Bull 10 machine of Schrader. He decides, I'm going to go for a ride. Well, I tell you what, that infield grass is seeing a lot of action here tonight in the CyHawk 150. Way to go, Mark. Meanwhile, Dylan Grimm still duking it out for that race lead spot, but it's still Ross Tatum out there. Top 4 hasn't changed. Tatum, Grimm, Medlin, and Ogle. The Columbia 23 machine right to the back bumper of your race leader. Unable to get around him, though. Caution is out. Let's see what happened here, folks. Not sure. Hoffman. Looks like Hoffman lost it going to the corner. Tell you what, that's a fortunate caution. A little bit suspicious. Not gonna lie. Let's see what's going on here. Because that caution definitely benefits him. I think he just looped it, tried to save it. Looked a little fishy, but it's just part of it. He's on old tires out there. That thing is tough to handle. So the caution comes out for Hoffman. He's going to have a shot now. He's going to go down pit road, start in the back here, see if he can work himself through the field. But he will have some damage, though, because he did get quarter paneled pretty hard by the 08 of Alex Buffoli. So, folks, let's get the Hutchinson Motorsports tunes playing as these guys come down pit road, get 4 fresh tires, at least a handful of them. That's actually good news there. A lot of these cars staying out. So Hoffman pitting for the first time. He's going to have fresh tires. Hopefully he can get that car fixed up. He might have something for him and get through the field. We'll be back shortly here. Thursday Night Racing, Stars and Stripes Next Gen Series, Hutchinson Motorsports TV. Coming up next. Austin Park in the chat, talking about dirt racing. A bunch of hillbillies run dirt. Am I right or am I right? Be sure to click the like button on the video. Subscribe to the page, Hutchinson Motorsports TV. We're heading into lap number 65. We're getting close to halfway done here with the CyHawk 150 Stars and Stripes Next Gen Series. But folks, starting all the way back in 19th, Dylan Hoffman, he's finally got some fresh tires. We know he's got speed. Does he have the patience to get through this field? Everybody on older tires, I think he does. I think you're about to see that 15 of Hoffman slicing and dicing his way through this field. As the field bunches up, gets ready to drop the green here. Pace cars should be headed in. Front row is going to be Tatum on the inside. Medlin on the outside. Field is bunched up. Green flag in the air. Pretty good start there by the 12 of Medlin. It's been tough all night for that outside line to get going here on the restarts, and Medlin did a pretty good job at it. The Tampa, Florida native in that 12 car looking to keep it rolling here as the 21 of Tatum heads out front here. Starts to leave the field. Meanwhile, let's drop back, see what Hoffman does with these fresh tires once he gets them warm. Got to remember, these guys in front of him all have old tires. Hoffman finally finds an advantage here as he gets a little bump there from the 4 almost. Here comes a 15. Going to the inside of the 08, he's going to go right around him. That's going to move him up to 15th here. Looking to the high side. There's not much room left to go here. There's cars everywhere for him. Just trying to find some clean air. This is a hornet's nest of cars out here in front of him. Let's hop on board, see what he's seeing. Not much going on as he's got to patiently wait for some holes to form. But meanwhile, the GOAT, Scott Rickard, up to the 3rd position. Here comes the Ally Bank 05 car. Scott Rickard working his way to the front. And Tom Ogle up to the 2nd spot as well. Door to door for 3rd place battle. It's Medlin on the outside. Rickard on the inside. Caution is out. These guys keep junking it, folks. Let's see what happened. Looks like Mark Schrader in the Red Bull 10 car junked it. Oh, he's hit a banana out there. Somebody threw a banana peel on the track. Mark Schrader hits it and just absolutely smokes the wall. And ladies and gentlemen, that 10 car is junk. Mark Schrader, report to the pits because you're done, bud. Unbelievable. Flat out junk. Loops it into the wall. He's done. So Ross Tatum, your race leader here. Let's get the Hutchinson Motorsports tunes back playing. Tell you what, this is some good stuff, folks. Best music in the business. World's #1 streaming service, Hutchinson Motorsports TV. Thursday night racing coming up next. And the field is set here. Ross Tatum going to be taking off front row inside. His outside's going to be the 11 car of Tom Ogle. As we look through the field, Hoffman up to 13th there after that short green flag run on those fresh tires. Slowly working his way through the field. But the pace cars headed in. These fans, after 3 or 4 cautions, they're still on their feet. They're off their seats. They're ready for some green flag action. Here comes the pace car out of the way. And the Geico restart zone, green flag back in the air. Good jump there. Tatum going to maintain the race lead quite easily. And right behind him, the 05 of Rickard looking to get around the 11 of Tom Ogle. Door-to-door battle for second. Scott Rickard looking to take the spot. Slide job. Rickard into second. Ryan Lynch up here to the 8th position. How about it? The USA 831 machine is hooked up, trying to hold off his brother. Brian Lynch right up to his outside. We got Brian Lynch in the Hooters 24 machine. Ryan Lynch in the USA 831 throwing a slide job on his brother. We heard from Tom earlier. There's not much to all caution is out. These guys are junking it still here tonight. Boy, I tell you what, 32 cars here at Little Iowa might be too many, but let's see what happened. Will Bessler must have junked it. Oh, he just lost it, went onto the apron, spun it around. Solo car spin, at least no other cars involved. So Bessler loses control of the car. Let's see what happens here. See who wants to come down pit road, get him some fresh tires. Little bit of mishap there waiting on the pace car. But we're going to get some Hutchinson Motorsports tunes playing once again here shortly. Let's find something good for you. We want some good tunes here. World's #1 streaming service for a reason. That ain't it. Here we go. Hutchinson Motorsports TV will be back next. Short break. But we definitely appreciate you tuning in, spending your Thursday night right here, folks. What have you been up to? Let us know in the chat. Tell you what I've been up to. I've actually been working a little bit of road racing in here on iRacing for the first time ever. I tell you what, I'm a natural at it. I might be the all-time GOAT of road racing. Here in the next year, you might be seeing me in big places there, racing all these Europeans. They say I'm one of the best ever that they've ever seen. Honestly, it's incredible, the things I do. The all-time GOAT of road racing, Hutchinson Motorsports TV, world's #1 streaming service, road racer extraordinaire. What can I not do? I don't know, folks. I've yet to find something. But we're heading into lap number 80 here for the CyHawk 150. These guys continue to junk it over and over. Let's see if we can keep it rolling this time. We're over halfway done, at least, is the good news. 6th caution of the night. That's probably the most I've ever seen here. Stars and Stripes Racing League, known for being one of the cleanest series out there. Not tonight. These guys are door banging one another. But the field is set. Pace car headed in. It's going to be Tatum on the inside. The GOAT, Rickard on the outside. Green flag in the air. And a good jump by Tatum. He's going to maintain the race lead, covering up there on Rickard. Rickard, not a bad start, right there with him. Let's see if the GOAT can figure out a way to get to that top spot. We're on board with the second place 05 car, Scott Rickard. He is long overdue to park this thing in victory lane, folks. Tell you what, it's been basically a whole season since he's won a race. As we look through the field, your hard charger. Currently, Matt Allen, he's getting 24 spots in this number 53 machine. Ran over a couple guys early on. He's figured it out, though. Now he's out here duking it out here with that 12 car. Trying to take over the 5th spot, actually. How about that? After starting all the way back in 29th, he is up to 6th. Actually, he started in 30th, folks. So 24 spots gained for Matt Allen. And he just looped it right on cue. That 53 is junk here tonight. Green flag still out there. We're keeping it green. 1 car incident. Matt Allen was driving in over his head there. He looped it. But meanwhile, Ross Tatum still your race leader, trying to hold off that 05. And folks, that is not an error you're seeing. You see that blank white car. Ross Tatum's paint job is junk. He worked on that all week, believe it or not. He just could not decide the shade of white he wanted to use. And that's what he came up with. Unbelievable. Ross Tatum, he spent hours on this paint job. And look at this thing. Ross, you need to keep your day job, bud, because paint schemes are not your specialty. That thing's just plain white, bub. But meanwhile, Ryan Lynch running a good race, sitting in the 7th spot. This USAA 31 speed machine is flying around Iowa Speedway. Then we got Mark Fish back here in the 17th spot. He is wheeling and dealing. Chad White was involved in an early wreck. Finally got that lump of junk fixed. That 36 Dr. Pepper machine. See how it's looking here. Looks like he's got the damage fixed. But it might just be junk. Who knows? Because he continues to run in the 20th position. But meanwhile, out front, Ross Tatum, still your race leader here. Lap number 87 coming up as Tatum decides to roll atop. The GOAT, Scott Rickard, to the bottom. He says, give me that bottom lane, bud, and I'm going to take over the race lead. Here comes Rickard. Just a quarter of a second behind him. Entering turn 1. Scott Rickard's got the speed. Can he get the spot? Let's hop on board with the 05. Scott Rickard trying to take over your race lead. Once again, folks, be sure to click the like button on the video. Subscribe to the page. Hutchinson Motorsports TV, world's #1 streaming service. Bringing you this action live. The Stars and Stripes CyHawk 150 here in the next-gen car. These guys are not being very patient tonight. They've junked it a few times, but that's part of racing, folks. Have you not watched NASCAR in real life? Those guys tend to junk it every few laps, it seems like. Door-to-door battle for the race lead. Tatum continues to roll the top defensively. Doing a good job at it. Rickard running the bottom. Hopefully he's not burning up his tires trying to make that lane work. Well, when you have to enter the corner down low, it is tough to roll through that corner here. You get a good entry, just cannot get him on exit. We're heading to lap 90. Tatum continues to hold on to that race lead for now. How about William Duff the 4th, though, folks? Oh, never mind. Right on cue, he spins it. We're staying green. The officials are getting impatient. They're staying green now in these spins. You know, right on cue, William Duff spins. I was about to brag that he's running 10th. And right here, he just loops it. might have got a little bit of help there. Oh, yeah, he did. The 4 of Hale gave him a little bit of a turn there. Looks like he got into the 24, and then the 4 finished the job. So out front, Tatum still your race leader. What a good hold there by Tatum. Holding off Rickard. Oh, and the caution is out, by the way. Let's see what happened. Oh, my. The 12 of Medlin just junked it. That's unfortunate. Medlin had a great car. Let's see what happened. His whole right front is junk here tonight. All right, so let's get a little better view here. So Medlin sees that car get loose. Oh, yeah. Altus just smokes the wall. Medlin nowhere to go. His right front is absolute junk. Oh, and then it fixes itself. That's handy. Hey, maybe the 12 can keep rolling. But unfortunately, it did look like the 15 of Hoffman was a little bit involved in that wreck. Not a lot of damage. I believe it was the right front that got hit. Let's see if we can get a better view here. Right, not right. Yeah. Well, I don't know. It looks all right to me. As they come down pit lane here. Yeah, Hoffman. Not too much damage. Has that last pit stall. Going to get himself 4 fresh tires. Zach Kreit's going to be your race leader. He's staying out there. So a handful of cars staying out there, not pitting. 4 fresh tires for Hoffman. It looks like no damage, so he should be good to go, hopefully. Boy, a rough race for Hoffman. And I hate to say it, I mean, these incidents have not been his fault. But what put him in this ordeal was that initial caution when Hoffman elected to stay out there and the whole field came down pit road. If he just would have pit, he would have been out front this entire time, not involved in all these wrecks. But that's part of racing, though. When you're the race leader, you don't know what the field's going to do. And Hoffman just made a bad call. But he's still got a long way to go here. Over 50 laps to go. Stars and Stripes CyHawk 150 coming up next. But the field is set here, 7th caution of the night, the CyHawk 150. Not been a clean and green race, but hey, sometimes it goes down like that, folks. It's short track racing. We got 32 cars here tonight. But the field set, front row is going to be Kreitz on the inside, Bustler on the outside, pace car is in, into the Geico restart zone, green flag in the air. Good jump there by Kreitz. He's going to hold on to his race lead. Meanwhile, Bofoli taking over the second spot for now. Onto the inside, Bofoli, and a big move there by the number 69 of Shepard. Looking to take him 3 wide. He thought otherwise. Boy, I thought Shepard was going to take it into the middle there, go 3 wide, and take a couple spots. But he backed out of it. Didn't want to bring out another caution. As we look through the field here, let's see where our contenders are. Hoffman currently running in the 14th position. trying to get around these guys. I'm sure he's tired of being involved in wrecks. But that's part of the importance of track position. Fewer cars to deal with when you're out front. But Hoffman looking to get around the 24. That's going to move him into the 13th spot. Folks, they're looking to take it 3 wide. The GOAT, Scott Rickard, he's dropped back to 10th here. Not sure what happened. Well, he went down pit road. So you got to remember the front 10 guys or so did stay out there, did not pit. So they're on old tires. So you're starting to see a mixture of guys with fresh tires and old junk tires. So you're going to see varying speeds throughout this speedway. These guys using every inch of this track. They're 3 wide for last. Lawson is being impatient here. He's going through the middle. He says, later, losers, I'm taking you 3 wide and I'll junk you if you don't get out of my way. Lawson's still 3 wide there. That's Ryan Lynch on his inside. Matt Allen on his outside. These guys are battling for last. That's what we like seeing. The 42 stuffs it into the wall. Don't think he had any help there. Looks like he just unfortunately lost control. But meanwhile, Zach Kreitz, still your race leader out front. The Denver native trying to hold off Buffoli in the 08 machine. This 9-car Kreitz working on a pit strategy. Did not pit that last cycle. 49 laps left to go here. Let's pull up the Hutchinson Motorsports pit strategy board. So he last pit 38 laps ago. Buffoli 23 laps ago. Meanwhile, here comes Grimm looking to make a move. He's on old tires as well. Caution is out there junking it again. Let's see what happened. Brian Lynch involved. The 24 of Brian Lynch. Yeah, so what happened there, looks like the 25 of Lynch got a little loose there, so the 24 had to come down, and the 4 was unfortunately there. Let's get a little better view here. So take a look here. You see the 25 in front. He's going to lose momentum coming off the corner. That's going to move the 24 down low, and the 4 is just there already. So here it is. 25, he gets a little loose, so the 24 comes down right into the 4 and junk. 2 junk race cars. Hey, at least pretty soon they're going to be running out of race cars. But going back live here, Zach Kreitz, still your race leader. Let's see what happens on this caution here. This is caution number 8 of the night. This is probably a Stars and Stripes record. But hey, that's part of it. Rubbins Racing, am I right? Let's get some tunes playing. Hutchinson Motorsports TV, world's #1 streaming service. Green flag in the air at Iowa. Good jump there. Kreitz going to hold on to the race lead, but here comes Grimm to the inside, looking to take over the second spot from Buffoli. Door-to-door battle for second, folks. Here comes Chad White out of nowhere. That number 36 machine is up to fifth. The Dr. Pepper 36 machine, he was involved in an early incident. I believe he went down a lap as well, but here he comes now. This thing is hooked up. Let's hop on board with Mr. Chad White. Chad White must like it here in Iowa. The Loudon, Tennessean, slicing and dicing his way through the field. He's gained 20 spots since the start of this race. He was fast in practice, but put up a stinker in qualifying. And finally has figured that thing out and is headed to the front. We got a 3-car battle for the race lead, though, folks. It's Kreitz, Buffoli, and Grimm duking it out. 3-car battle for the lead. Grimm looking to the inside, looking to throw the slide job. Kreitz holding the outside, door to door. It's still going to be Kreitz for now. Grimm sending it in there from the bottom. Slide job to the race lead, the 23 of Grimm. New race leader. Looks like Whitaker just junked it. We're staying green for now. Whitaker's still off track. Not sure what happened. All I know is that car is junk. But they're still duking it out here. Meanwhile, Grimm, your race leader, followed by Kreitz, Buffoli, and Bustler. There's Whitaker there in the 28 onto the apron. Meanwhile, White is losing all kinds of ground. That 36, as soon as I called him out for being fast, he is junk. Headed to the back. Here comes Tom Ogle. Door to door. Smokes DJ Weeks there. Says, get out of my way, loser. I'll take you out. The 11 of Ogle racing dirty out here, taking over the 6th spot. And another battle here. The GOAT, Scott Rickard in the 05 machine, trying to take over the 4th spot from Will Bustler. Just about 38 laps left to go here in Iowa. Grimm still your race leader. Kreitz in second, followed by Buffoli, Rickard, and Bustler. Rickard with a good run off of turn 3. Can he cover up? No, he can't. Bustler going to maintain that high line. Meanwhile, this is a story we see about every week. Dylan Grimm finds his way into the race lead. Tell you what, this kid can wheel a race car every single week. It seems to be, no matter what we're driving, what track we're at, you can count on that 23 of Dylan Grimm being up front. As we look through the field, your hard charger currently, Matt Allen still has gained 20 spots at the start of this race. Started in 30th. Oh, Hoffman just lost it. Oh, man, that's unfortunate. Not sure what happened, if he had a little help there or not. Here's a replay. Oh, no, he just lost it coming off the corner. That's unfortunate, man. Hoffman was a car to beat early on, but ever since he had that track position issue, he has struggled here being involved in some incidents. But meanwhile, Dylan Grimm out front by about a second, holding off the GOAT, Scott Rickard. While these guys continue to battle, this is about a 6-car battle for 2nd to 7th. Buffoli looking to the inside of Kreitz. That's going to be a battle for 3rd. Buffoli coming off the corner. Slide job, says later, nerd. That's my spot. Buffoli taking over the 3rd spot. Dropping back a little bit. Let's see how these guys are battling in the back. Not much going on there. Pretty clean throughout most of the field. Best battles are right here, folks. From about 3rd to 9th. Off the corner. Ogle trying to hold the spot from Lawson. Looks like he's going to get a little bit of a bump draft there by the 21 of Tatum. Tatum looking to the outside, looking to go 3 wide. Bustler in the 1, trying to hold on to the 6th spot, but here comes Lawson in the 3 machine on the inside. Door to door, out of turn 4. Not going to be able to get the job done here. Meanwhile, then we got a battle right in front of them, too. Buffoli and Kreitz still duking it out. 3 wide battle here, folks. That's Matt Allen on the inside. The 21 of Tatum stuffs it in the wall, and it looks like William Duff, the 4th, just annihilated the wall. That car is junk. He is struggling. Caution is out, folks. Duff, the 4th, just stuffed it. Here's a replay. Just looped it. I don't think he had any help there. Let's see one more time. Yep. 17 car just comes down, then goes up, smokes the wall again, comes down the track, goes back up the track, and loops it. Junk. 17 to the back. So the caution is out here. That's caution number 9. Cars are stopping for the pace car. Well, I tell you what, it is scary to stop when you got this man right here, Matt Allen, ARCA breaking Matt. Let's see if we had any close calls there, or if he actually saw these guys stopping. Looks like he was playing nice there. Matt Allen, he didn't want to run him over that time. He says, you know what, I only run him over when I'm in the back. Right now, I'm in the top 10. I ain't going to do it here. Well, Matt Allen taking it easy. So most of the cars coming down pit road. Except the GOAT, Scott Rickard, staying out there. How about this strategy call? And we got Lawson, Lynch, and Fish, the only 4 to stay out. So you know what? Let's pull in the GOAT, Scott Rickard, see what's going on through his mind. Do an in-car interview while he's out there. Hey, Scott, Blake on the booth, you got me?
Yes, I do.
Hey, so what's the strategy there staying out?
I don't think tires going to matter as much as everybody thinks.
Yeah? Well, hey, how old are the tires you got on right now?
About 30 laps.
30 laps? Well, hey, hopefully that'll work out for you. Looks like you got some serious speed here tonight.
If I went to the next gen car, I do.
Yeah?
Not very often.
Hey, sometimes you got to back into one eventually. So, hey, I'll send you back up to your team. Good job taking the lead there, and best of luck the rest of this race.
Thank you.
There's Scott Rickard. He doesn't think tires are going to really matter here. Going to be interesting. He says he's got about 30 laps on his tires. Let's confirm that with the Hutchinson Motorsports pit strategy board. Yep, 29 laps on them tires. Lost and Lynch both out there as well on them old tires. So we're going to see how this works out. You know, honestly, if I was Scott, he was up front. I mean, he was running, what, 4th or 5th? If I'm him, he's probably got a better shot getting the fresh tires. But who am I up here to armchair crew chief? We're going to see how it works out. Maybe Rickard can maintain that race lead for the rest of this race, but we still got a bit of a way to go, about 25 laps left. But maybe a couple cautions will help him out. Who knows? So let's get the tunes playing here. Hutchinson Motorsports TV, Thursday Night Racing. The finish coming up next here. Stars and Stripes Next Gen Series. Iowa CyHawk 150. And the field is set here, folks. Caution number 9. Hey, you know what? Let's make it a nice round number. How about we junk each other one more time and get the 10th caution? But the pace car's going to head in. Your front row, it's going to be Rickard on the inside. Lawson on the outside. Green flag in the air. Good jump there by Rickard. He's going to hold on to his race lead and cover up there to the high lane. Looking through the field, see how patient these guys are going to be. They haven't been patient all night long. Why would it start now? They're 3 wide. Oh, the it, but Foley just looped it in the inside wall and smoked it. Just junked it. We're staying green, though, folks. I tell you what, race control is not being very calm with these caution calls. And a slide job there by the 9 of Kreitz. Might have been a little dirty there. That was a tad late. Kreitz is not giving an inch to these guys. Meanwhile, he's duking it out with the 21. Oh, they looped it into the wall. We might have a caution is out, folks. Let's see what happened. I know Bustler was involved. Let's rewind it here. Boy, this is a tough one. Bustler looked to just lose control here. There's the one of Bustler right there. Yeah, he just loops it off the and 53 of Allen. Nowhere to go for him. So Will Bustler in a one machine, your car, buddy, it's junk. You're done. But we go back live here. Your race leader, Scott Rickard, staying out might have been the right call. If he can get another caution or so, them fresh tires ain't going to matter. So Rickard pacing the field out front. Caution number 10, Stars and Stripes, CyHawk 150. The Demolition Derby continues, folks. The finish hopefully coming up next. Let's get some tunes playing. With just about 22 laps left to go here, Rickard still going to be your race leader. Lawson to his outside in the second spot. We'll see if these guys start to play nice now. My guess is I don't think they will. I think we're going to see another caution or two. But you never know here. We're in the middle of Iowa. I'd say it's a beautiful track, but I'd be lying. Kind of a dump. Not going to lie. Looking around. The drive here was atrocious. Cornfields galore. What do you Iowans do all the time? I don't know. Alcohol must be very popular here in Iowa. But the field is set here. Front row is going to be Rickard and Lawson. Pace car headed in, getting out of the way. We're going to be dropping the hammer and going green here. Into the Geico restart zone. Green flag in the air. And the field bunching up here. Hopefully they don't junk it. Still good for now. Nobody's looped it yet. Turn one looking good so far. Ryan Lynch looking to make a move. Good night so far for Lynch. He's been running top 10 most of the night. Right in front of him, you'll see the white car of the 21 of Ross Tatum. Rickard's still your race leader. Meanwhile, Grimm throwing a slide job, taking over the second spot. Dylan Grimm trying to play spoiler on that 05 of Rickard. He just wants to find victory lane once again. But Dylan Grimm, he doesn't want to share victory lane with anybody. This kid wants to win every single week. Kind of selfish if you ask me. Why not let him win one, Dylan? But we're heading into lap 132 out of 150 here as Rickard maintains pace as your race leader. Got a battle here. Looks like the 8 of Grattan starting to work through the field. This is going to be a battle for 8th. Grattan looks to be able to take the spot here. Meanwhile, DJ Weeks up to the 3rd spot. How about it? A good run for Weeks in the 97. Came out of nowhere. He started all the way back in the 26th spot. He's up to 3rd, folks. And here comes a 23 Dylan Grimm. Looking to take another win. Caution is out. Grimm might have took the lead there. Ryan Lynch junked it. Yeah, I think Dylan Grimm's your race leader. That's unfortunate timing there for the 05 of Rickard. So let's see what happened here. Ryan Lynch there in the 31. Loops, that just loses it coming off the corner. Almost saved it. Not able to do so. 31 to the back. Someone play the USAA chime. But by the time we go green, there's going to be about 12 or 13 laps left. So let's get some Hutchinson Motorsports tunes playing. I'll be back here in a moment. Appreciate you tuning in. The finish coming up here eventually. Caution number 11 underway. All right, let's turn off that epic music. Not gonna lie, I don't think we deserve that here. But hey, it is what it is. Hard short track racing here. Caution number 11 underway. See if we can get to an even 12. Just about 12 laps left to go here. Who's gonna win it? Park it in victory lane for the CyHawk 150. Front row is gonna be Grimm and Rickard. Grimm's going to be tough to beat. He's looking bad fast right now. Let's pull up the pit strategy board, though, meanwhile, real quick. Grimm's got 16 lap old tires. Rickard has 44, Lawson 43. So Weeks has newer tires, Kreitz and Tatum. We're going to see how these tires play out as the pace car gets off the track. Green flag in the air. Grimm out front, going to cover up, hold on to his race lead with the fresher tires. Don't count out this 97 of Weeks on his fresh tires as well. Remember, Rickard and Lawson both have old junk tires. We're going to see how much it costs them. Meanwhile, door to door, we got one sideways. Caution is out. Chad White just junked it. Oh. Let's see what happened. This is a rough one here tonight, folks. Might have had a little bit of help. Yeah, looks like he's got a wrecking ball there by the 53. And 53 just kind of went in there like a wrecking ball. Matt Allen just flat out junked him. See that replay one more time here. Let's get a better view. Let's hop on board here with this 53. Sends it up in there, says, hey, Chad, later, nerd. I'm going to junk you. But he unfortunately junks himself. So there's that. So caution number 12 underway here. Stars and Stripes, CyHawk. Oh, gosh. And he almost arc breaks another car. This guy is a weapon out here tonight, folks. What is going on? Let's hop on board here. What is he seeing? Oh, hang on. So look at his front windshield here. See you see the car slow down. I mean, he saw that about 10 seconds ago. Yeah, he just sideswipes the 42. Somebody needs to park this guy, I think. I don't know what he's seeing out here. We might get some payback here. Oh, I thought the 36 of White was going to take him out. Not going to lie, if I'm out there with the 53 of Matt Allen, I'm probably dumping him under caution. The way he's driving out here tonight. This guy is an absolute weapon out here. 53 of Matt Allen. But meanwhile, Dylan Grimm, your race leader in the 23. 10 laps left to go. We eventually got to get to the end of this one. So let's get some tunes playing. But the field is set here. Going to have 7 laps left to go here. Front row is going to be Grimm on the inside, Rickard on the outside. Once again, Grimm has the fresher tires. Rickard doing all he can with the older tires here. with just about 7 to go. Pace car's going to head in, get out of the way, see if we can get to the end of this thing.
Green, green, green.
Green flag in the air. 23 of Graham going to cover up and maintain his race lead. We got a bit of a battle here. Lawson trying to hold off the 21 of Tatum. That's going to be a battle for 4th. And here comes Josh Grattan. Grattan has worked himself up to the 8th position. And Hoffman to the outside. Hoffman been involved in a handful of wrecks tonight, as well as everybody else has as well. But Hoffman was the car to beat early on.
Yellow flag.
Caution's out, by the way. Oh, Matt Allen crashed. Shocked. I am shocked. Matt Allen crashed. Let's see what happened. Yep. Here's that. I feel like of the 13 cautions, the 53 has been in, and maybe 10 of them. But we're going to get the tunes playing. We'll be back here shortly for the finish. Maybe. But the field is set here. We're going to have green, white, checkered, maybe. Front row going to be Grimm and Weeks, it appears. Here's Weeks took over the second spot there from Rickard. Weeks does have the fresher tires as well. So how about a great run for DJ Weeks tonight? Started all the way back in 26 up to the second spot. But the field is set. Pace car headed in. Going to be a natural green, white, checkered here, I think. But going to be Grimm on the inside. Weeks on the outside into the Geico restart zone. Green flag back in the air. Here at Iowa, they're bunched up. Are they junking it yet? We're going to find out who's going to take out who. Good jump there by Grimm. He's going to hold on to the race lead. Looking through the field. Can we get to the white flag? Into turn 3. These guys aren't taking it easy. Bustler sideways. Oh, we got one upside down. They're keeping it green. White flag in the air. We're going to finish it, folks. We had a car upside down. About half the field got junked. It looked like, well, not half, but a handful of cars got junked. But Dylan Grimm out front into the race lead. We could have had another caution there, but we didn't. Weeks looking to throw a slide job there. Coming out of turn 4. Dylan Grimm, your race winner. Second place going to the GOAT, Scott Rickard. Weeks bringing home third, followed by Lawson, Tatum, Ogle, Hoffman, Kreitz, Grattan, and Lynch, your top 10. This one finally over. Your star of the show, though, folks, we're going to give it to the 53 of Matt Allen. He ARCA braked about 4 guys, caused about 6 cautions. He wrecked half the field tonight. Way to go, Matt Allen, the 53 from Dolgeville, New York. But Dylan Grant parking in victory lane once again. Let's see if he'll pop into a voice chat for us. Give him some time here. Let's see what's going on. Let's see who else we got. We got anybody to pull down here? What an entertaining race. Oh, who do we have to pull in? There we go. Kreitz doing a burnout there with Grimm. Another big win, Dylan Grimm. He's just been on a tear the last year and a half or so. Fort Collins native just killing it every single week. I'm going to give Grimm another minute or so to pop into a voice chat. Nonetheless, so you see your results there. Top 10 on the board. Rickard battled back, got a second place finish. Pretty good run for Scott. DJ Weeks. How about we pull DJ in? I don't know if we've ever interviewed DJ. DJ, Blake on the booth, you got me?
Yes, sir.
Hey, bringing home a podium finish here tonight. How'd the car feel there at the end?
It was perfect, man. I didn't take no fuel in the last tires, so it was very snug, and I didn't need that caution to come out, the last one. I knew the restart was going to be a pain, but the car felt great. I mean, it's fun. Yeah,
definitely that strategy at the end, that last stop, definitely worked out for you and helped you get there to the front.
Yeah, I mean, I think guys were just struggling, driving too hard and driving off the right rear, and this car does not appreciate that crossing the seam. So, I hope you people learn for next time, because this track's fun. You just got to take care of the car. I just rode in the back like 20th, first half of the race, just vibing, and then let it come to me. Yeah, it seemed to be the same, guy or two causing a lot of the issues. But, hey, that's racing sometimes, in real life and in sim racing. But, hey, great job out there, DJ. Before you head out, you got any shout-outs? Oh, yeah, thanks to my team at Outlaw Racing. Alex Bopley, my teammate, he had a rough one. He actually had some speed. Thanks for you broadcasting, and thanks for Sergeant Price for letting me race.
Yep. Well, hey, great job, DJ. Hope next week you can improve there on the third place finish.
I hope so, man.
Yes, sir. DJ Weeks bringing home a third place finish, but folks, let's get him in here. Dylan Grimm, your race winner. Let's see here. All right. Dylan, Blake with the booth, you got me?
Yes, sir. I got you.
Hey, back in victory lane once again, able to park it here for the second straight week. How'd it feel?
It felt great. I really wasn't sure about tonight. Didn't qualify super great. Had a couple spins myself. But the second half of the race, I just kept it pretty clean and ended up luckily on the right strategy there.
Yeah, it definitely worked out. You found the speed there in the back half of the race. Watching you in practice, definitely looked like you were struggling to find some speed, but you definitely figured something out.
Yeah, I realized my brake bias was pretty low, and every time I was going to the corner, it felt like I was about to wreck. Super loose under braking, but yeah, and then just kind of getting the reps in through the race, just learning little bits here and there. I think helped a lot, and luckily it all worked out.
Yeah, well, hey, great job. Before you head out, you got any shout-outs or anything to add for these fans at home?
I got to shout out Nate and everyone who puts on this league. These races are a blast. I got to thank my papa for spotting for me every week. I got to thank you for doing the broadcast. You do a great job every week. And anyone else out there cheering me on.
Yeah, well, hey, great job winning it again. Maybe next week you can go for another one.
Yeah, let's hope so.
All right. Well, hey, I'll catch you later, Dylan. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you, man.
Dylan Graham parking it here once again. This kid every single week doesn't seem to matter what kind of track we're at. In practice, it didn't look like he was very quick. He was running mid-pack at best, and then in qualifying wasn't much better. But as soon as that green flag dropped, you saw that 23 working his way towards the front. But once again, we appreciate you sticking out this race with us. I know sometimes it's tough with the cautions, but that's racing sometimes. In real life and in sim racing, it happens, even here in the Stars and Stripes Racing League. But we hope to see you back next week. Same time, same place, Hutchinson Motorsports TV, Thursday Night Racing.